guys, welcome to another wonderful session of learning with Prep Class. I am BC, I am a Prep Class tutor. In this video, we're going to be solving Aqua Pre-Vocational Studies, Agricultural Science for the year 2018 from questions 21 to questions 25. Subscribe to our channel, like and comment on our videos, and also remember to share with your friends. Thank you. So the first question in this video is question 21. Staking is a practice which is beneficial to one of the following crops: A. Yam and cocoyam, B. Rice and wheat, C. Yam and pumpkin, D. Tobacco and tomato. Staking is a practice that is beneficial to which of these crops? Let's find out the meaning of staking. Staking is the practice of driving a stake or rod into the ground close to a plant to provide support for its stems. Why is staking done? There are some plants that cannot stand on their own. They cannot stand straight on their own. So this means that we need to support the plant. This is done to avoid the plants from falling over. So that is why we do staking, to provide support for the stems of the plant, so that the plants do not fall on the ground. Okay, so these are the examples of plants that are staked: yam, peas, blackberries, cucumbers, pole beans, tomatoes, melons, gourds, peppers, and pumpkins. So these are all examples of plants that are staked. It is very important for farmers to stake this plant to avoid their stems from falling over. So the correct option here is C, yam and pumpkin. So these plants are staked. So staking is a practice which is beneficial to yam and pumpkin. Okay, so now let's move on to question 22. Dash is an endoparasite: A. Mite, B. Lice, C. Tick, D. Tapeworm. So first of all, what is an endoparasite? Endoparasites are parasites that live in the tissues and organs of their host. They live inside the tissues and organs of their host. Example of an endoparasite is tapeworm, because tapeworm is found inside the body of the host. Okay, while the other options, mites, lice, and tick, are ectoparasites. They are ectoparasites because they live on the external surface of their host. They are found on the skin or on the hair of their host. So ectoparasites are parasites that live on the external surface of their host. So the endoparasite here is tapeworm. So tapeworm is an endoparasite. Mites, lice, and tick are ectoparasites. So the correct option here is D. Check. Question 23. When products are in direct contact with packaging, it is a dash packaging: A. Primary, B. Secondary, C. Tertiary, D. Universal. First of all, we need to find out the meaning of each of this type of packaging: the primary packaging, secondary packaging, and tertiary packaging. Okay, so the first one is primary packaging. This is the packaging that is in direct contact with the product itself, and it is sometimes called consumer or retail packaging. So this kind of packaging is used to protect and or to preserve, contain the product, and inform the consumer. So this primary package is referred to as the consumer or retail packaging. It is used to protect, preserve, contain, and inform the consumer. Okay, so let me give you an example of a primary package. So I'll be using a dish soap. You know that dish soap, the one you use to wash your dishes. What is the container that contains the soap? It is a kind of squeeze bottle, the one you squeeze to get the soap out. So that bottle is the primary packaging, because it is the one that is in direct contact with the product, which is the liquid soap. Okay, so that is an example of a primary package. Another example is your gala. The nylon of that gala is called the primary packaging. When you purchase chips, the bag that holds the chips is called the primary packaging. Okay, so now let's talk about the secondary packaging. Secondary packaging is the next layer of packaging, and it is used to ship products that are already secured within their primary packaging. So after the primary packaging, there is another layer of packaging. This is called the secondary packaging. This is used to ship products. So secondary packaging is the packaging type that holds the individual product units together. The main goal of secondary packaging is to protect the product, the primary packaging, and provide branding and display of the product. So that's where you see the name, although the name of the product is also on the primary packaging, but the secondary packaging also have the name. So it provides branding and display of the product. Okay, so an example of this secondary packaging is the box that holds the individual units of the dish soap. So the bottles, the different bottles of the dish soap is kept in a box. So when you buy a carton, that is the secondary packaging. Okay, that is another layer of packaging. On the carton, you see the name of the product, you see the manufacturer, you see so many other things. So that is the secondary packaging. All right, so now let's talk about tertiary packaging. This is the outermost layer of packaging that is most often used by warehouses and manufacturers to ship the product, which are already wrapped in secondary packaging. So the primary goal of tertiary packaging is to protect shipments during transit. This type of packaging is rarely seen by the consumer. Okay, so first of all, let me give you an example of a tertiary packaging. So we've been using the dish soap as the example. The bottle, the squeeze bottle is the primary package. Then the box that contains individual units of these bottles is the secondary packaging. Now, the packaging that is used to ship the product, that is used to transport this product from one place to another, is the tertiary packaging. So this could even be a bigger box that contains a lot of cartons or dish soap. Okay, so that is the tertiary packaging. And then the primary goal of this tertiary packaging is to protect the shipment. So when it is being transported from one place to another, it is protected. It is used for transportation so that none of the bottles or none of the products will be damaged during transportation. So this type of packaging is rarely seen by the consumer. You rarely see this type of packaging, and this is because when you want to buy it, you will not find that anymore, and you're not going to be buying in bulk like that. So you don't really need to buy in bulk. So this is rarely seen by the consumer. But if you have ordered something online before, you must have seen the tertiary packaging, because this is used to transport products from point A to point B. All right, so now we've talked about the primary, the secondary, and tertiary packaging. So now, when products are in direct contact with packaging, this is primary packaging. So the answer is A. So the packaging that is in direct contact with the product is the primary packaging. Remember the dish soap, right? That bottle that is in direct contact with the soap, the bottle that holds the soap, that is the primary packaging. So the answer for this question is A, primary packaging. Now, number 24, causative organism of anthrax disease is A, fungi, B, bacteria, C, virus, D, protozoa. So the first thing is to find out the meaning of anthrax. What kind of disease is anthrax? So anthrax is an infectious disease caused by the bacterium Bacillus anthracis. That is the name of the bacterium that causes anthrax. So anthrax can be found naturally in soil. This bacterium can be found in soil and commonly affect animals, although humans can also be infected through contact with an infected animal or by inhaling the spores of the bacterium, because this bacterium is a spore producing bacterium. So when humans come in contact with an infected animal, or when they inhale the spores from this bacterium, they can get this disease called anthrax. So the causative agent of this disease is Bacillus anthracis, which is a bacterium. So that means that we can find the correct option now. So the correct option here is bacteria. So causative organism of anthrax is bacteria. It is not fungi, it is not virus, and it is not protozoa. it is bacteria. So the correct option is B. Check. Then the final question in this video, question 25. The price of agricultural products will be affected by the following except A. Transportation cost, B. Seasonality cost, C. Advertisement cost, D. Perishability of the product. Which of these would affect the price of agricultural products? Let's find out. So, transportation cost. Yes, transportation cost can affect the price of agricultural products because the higher the cost of transportation, the higher the price. And then when the transportation cost is low, the price can also go lower. Okay, so what about seasonality cost? So there are some products that cannot be found in the market during dry season, but if such product is found, they may be few and would be sold at a higher price. Examples of this kind of product are some fruits and vegetables, but in rainy season they are abundant and their prices are lower. Okay, so seasonality cost can also affect the price of agricultural products. Okay, so advertisement of products. This does not affect the cost of agricultural products because how often do we advertise agricultural products? It's not something that is done often. Okay, so when last did you see advertisement of yam on TV or on radio? No. So agricultural products are not really advertised because this is what people eat. So there is really no much need to advertise agricultural products because it's a daily necessity. This is why advertisement of products will not affect the price of agricultural products. So what about perishability of the product? So there are some products that get spoiled easily. So the higher the perishability of a product, the lower the price. So when there is a kind of product that can't last more than 2 days, so farmers tend to lower their price so that they can quickly sell them before they get spoiled. Okay, so transportation cost, seasonality cost, and perishability of the product can affect the price of agricultural products, but advertisement of products cannot affect the price of agricultural products. So the correct option here is C, advertisement of products. I hope you enjoyed this video and you're able to learn a lot. Please don't forget to like and comment on this video. Also subscribe to our channel. This is where you can get more videos like this. You can also join us on WhatsApp by clicking on the link in the description below. Till I come your way next time. Bye.